Alright, hello everyone. So, bagong lecture tayo ngayon ha. Ang title, let me share my slide. The Psychology of Connectedness. I'm gonna place this under ng Psychology of Religion and Spirituality. Okay? So, as I mentioned, itong topic na to, yung connectedness, pinag-uusapan yan in this very busy area of research in psychology. And to remind you, meron din itong separate na APA division. So, ito yung mga madalas kong readings na binabasa on the psychology of religion and spirituality. So, I would just like to start this lecture by mentioning two concepts that are very popular in this field, no? Religion and spirituality, yung tinatawag nating attachment and connection. Okay? So, attachment is a general term. Another way of saying that is yung connection. And from here, gusto ko lang mag-propose ng isang statement in psychology na sana naman mag-agree lahat because it's very observable that the psyche is meant to be connected. Mamaya, magpo-provide ako ng mga theoretical supports dyan, but do you agree na ang psyche natin, one of the needs na kailangan natin is to connect to something or to someone? Para tayong mga cellphones. Para maging functional tayo, dapat hahanap tayo ng isang tao o ng mga bagay na kokonekta tayo directly. Right? Yung mga cellphones natin, hindi gagana yan kung hindi siya hahanap ng cell site o ng network that will make it functional. Ganon din sa tao. We are by nature creatures of attachment. Kaya nga in the Dictionary of Psychology, meron tayong official term called attachment. Anong ginagawa ng mga tao? Because of our attachment, we are in constant need of bonding. Kailangan meron tayong kabanding lagi. We always seek social relationships. Nasa nature natin yan, hindi yan matatanggal sa atin. And if you study different theories in psychology, yan yung common na pinapakita. Lahat ito nire-reinforce. Yung idea na talagang ang tao kailangan ng connection. Okay, from the experiments of Harry Harlow in developmental psych, kay Mary Ainsworth sa strange situation test, and then nabuo rin yung mga 4 attachment styles, and then nabuo din yung hierarchy of needs ni Abraham Maslow, specifically yung love and belongingness needs, and then yung isa sa mga pinaka-modern na theory in psychology, yung self-determination theory ni Ryan and Deci, specifically yung relatedness. What do they have in common? Ano sinasabi lahat niyan? That human beings, going back to that slide, that the psyche is meant for connection. Kailangan interdependent tayo sa isa't isa. Sabi nga nila, there's no man is an island. Yung kasabihan na yon, it's reinforced, it is supported in psychology. Kaya nga, ang question ko sa inyo, pwede nyo sagutin to in the comment section. When was the last time you felt disconnected from everyone? Kailan yung huling time sa buhay mo na feeling mo parang wala kang taong makausap, napaka-disconnected mo from other people, parang wala kang relationships na maramdaman in your life? Ang hypothesis ko, during those times, kung tama yung mga theories na diniscuss ko kanina, hindi maganda yung well-being mo during those times. Because again, it is in our nature to connect. At kapag hindi mo nasasatisfy yung need na yan, hindi gumaganda yung mga well-being natin. But let's be more specific dito, no? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng connect? Paano ba kumo-connect? Ito na. What or whom a person invests his or her psychological resources to. Ang keyword dito, invest. Kung saan mo binubuhos yung mga psychological resources mo, doon ka kumo-connect, whether that's something or someone. Ito yung mga key questions para ma-check natin kung kanino ka or kung saan ka connected. Halimbawa, lagi mong iniisip, ano yung isang bagay o isang tao o isang being na lagi mong iniisip or lagi mong pinapansin? Okay? Most likely, doon ka nakakonect. Or another one would be, saan ka emotionally affected? Itong bagay na to o itong taong na to, ang laki ng hold sa emotions mo. Mabilis kang mabad trip, mabilis kang sumaya, mabilis kang ma-excite, all because of this something or someone. Cellphone ba yan? Jowa ba yan? Pera ba yan? Whatever. Kung ano man sagot mo dyan, most likely doon ka nakakonect. Lagi mong tinatrabaho, ibig sabihin, dyan mo lagi nilalagay yung effort mo, yung mga skills mo, yung mga talents mo, dyan mo inaalay. pinaka-common na sagot dyan would be trabaho, or pwede ring hobby, or pwede ring sport. Whatever your answer is, ibig sabihin, doon ka nakakonect. So, given that definition of connection, another question na pwede mong ilagay yung sagot mo dyan sa comment section, no? Sa ngayon ba, given that definition of connection, investment, kanino or saan ka pinaka-connected? Nilagay mo dyan sa baba. Tapos, siguro, lagyan mo na short explanation. Describe to us, gaano ka ka-connected dyan sa sinasabi mong bagay na yan or tao na yan. Ano yung ini-invest mo sa kanya or so sa bagay na yon na masasabi mong connected ka talaga doon. Alright? You can put your answer dyan sa comment section. Now, gusto ko lang mag-propose ng model in this lecture na susuportahan natin mamaya as we go along, no? On how our well-being becomes better. So, as you can see here, meron tayong psyche, ito tayo. Kumo-connect tayo sa letter S, also known as the source. Connection source natin, letter S yan. Ngayon, ito yung proposal ko. Posible kaya na yung mental well-being natin, which is the expression of our psyche, naapektuhan yan, depende kung saan tayo kumo-connect. So, ibig sabihin, yung well-being natin will rise or will drop depending on kung saan tayo nakakonect. Now, what are our options? Marami yan. We can go all day, mauubusan tayo ng oras, marami tayong pwedeng pag-connectan ng psyche natin, but in this lecture, i-reduce ko lang muna sa dalawa. Major categories. Number 1 is spiritual source, number 2 is material source. Posible kaya na yung well-being natin, yung status ng well-being natin, depende yan kung nakakonect ba tayo sa spiritual source or material source. Now, where did we get this? Saan natin na-derive na dalawa yung possible na source ng pag-connect ng psyche natin? I based this on one of the statements made by Jesus. Diba sabi niya, you cannot serve both God and money. That word serve right there can be related to connection. So, meron kang dalawang options kung saan ka pwedeng kumonect. Spiritual source, which is God, and then material source, which is money. And, you know, if you study the literature in religion and spirituality, mukhang ang sagot dito, may difference talaga. Yung outcome ng well-being mo, depende kung nakakonect ka ba sa spiritual source or material source. Like, for instance, in summary of this many studies, bahala na lang kayo magbasa if you want more details on this, no? Pero ito yung parang pinaka-summary. Kapag yung psyche connected sa spiritual source, most likely gumaganda ang well-being. On the contrary, kapag yung psyche masyadong invested naman sa material source, most likely bumabagsak ang well-being. Kaya nga in the literature, yung spiritual and the material, you measure their connection with each other, it's most of the time negative. Pag mataas ang level of spirituality mo, ibig sabihin spiritually connected ka, hindi ka ganun ka materyoso. Wala kang masyadong drive for the material things. And the reverse is true. For those people naman daw who are high in materialism, very connected to the world, to material things, to possessions, to earthly success, most likely mababa ang spirituality. So I think that echoes that statement by Jesus na different direction, opposite direction, dinadala yung well-being, depende if you are connected to a spiritual source or a material source. Alright? So, going back to my proposed model, ang i-discuss ko ngayon is ano yung mga posibleng mangyari sa psyche kapag connected yan sa spiritual source. As you can see. Ayan. Now, gagawan ko ng ibang lecture to, just to be fair, no? Yung material. Kapag yung material naman yung nilagay mo dyan, iba na naman na magiging outcome ng well-being sa ibang lecture yan. So, for our lecture today, ang focus natin, it's more on the spiritual. Anong mangyayari sa psyche kapag yung psyche mo connected sa spiritual source? Ang tawag natin dyan, in a more technical term, in the psychology of religion and spirituality is spirituality. The act of connecting to a spiritual source. And what do you mean by connecting? Ibig sabihin, ini-invest mo yung psychological resources mo sa isang spiritual source. Ino-offer mo yung pag-iisip mo, ino-offer mo yung emotions mo, ino-offer mo lahat ng efforts mo to that spiritual source. And if you check the literature on spirituality, isa sa mga spiritual sources na laging ina-identify is called the transcendent, a being higher than the self, or also known as God. Pero of course, in the scientific literature, hindi masyadong ginagamit yung word na God to be more neutral and to be more politically correct. But at least in this lecture, I'm gonna call this God. Alright? So, kapag kumonek yung tao, kapag ino-offer niya lahat ng psychological resources niya, ini-invest niya to God, that is an expression of spirituality. So, yung psyche niya, going back, nakakonect sa isang spiritual source. Now, let me give you some examples of this model, of statements that support this model. When somebody says, you seek first the kingdom of God and His righteousness. Yung words na seek first, ibig sabihin, translate, kumonek ka, yung spirito mo, i-connect mo sa spiritual source who is God. Or when somebody says in this statement, I am the vine and you are the branches, words by Jesus, if you remain in me and I in Him, and I in you, yan, yung words na yan, yung phrase na yan, remain in me and I in you, that refers to spirituality. Nakakonect ka. Lahat ng tungkol sa'yo connected to that deity. That deity is connected to you. In fact, that God is inside you. In the statement of Jesus. Yan yung ibig sabihin natin ng spirituality. But let's take this one level higher. Yung ganitong spirituality, pwedeng may outcome. Hindi lang basta-basta okay, yung psyche ko nakakonect sa isang deity, such as God, yun lang, wala na. Go along na ako in my typical day, meron palang effect yan. Kapag kumukonect ka sa isang spiritual source, such as God, deity, Jesus claims here in His statement, meron palang outcome yan. You will bear much fruit. And in the biblical language, when you say fruit, that's something positive. Translate mo yan in the scientific literature, it's logical to hypothesize that when a person increases in spirituality, gumaganda yung mga overall outcomes niya. May mga magandang nangyayari sa kanya psychologically. And if you read the literature on the psychology of religion and spirituality, generally, hindi naman lahat, just to be fair here, hindi naman lahat ng studies nagpapakita niyan, but generally, halos lahat ng mga studies, very common, na kapag ang tao mataas ang spirituality, nakakonect siya sa spiritual being, gumaganda yung overall mental condition. Such as the following: kapag konektado ka sa isang spiritual source, gumaganda yung psychological well-being, nagiging maganda ang resilience and coping, gumaganda yung relationships mo with other people, mas nagiging mapagmahal ka at mapagpatawad ka sa ibang mga tao, gumaganda rin yung behavioral health mo, ibig sabihin yung actions mo, laging nagbe-bless, nagbe-benefit ang mga ibang tao. Hindi mo sila sinisira, hindi mo sila dinadown, just the opposite. You give them blessings, you give them gifts, you uplift them. All of these things happen when someone is so connected to a spiritual source such as God. Kaya nga, given all this, let me ask you another question. Ilagay niyo yung sagot niyo dyan sa comment section. When was the last time you felt so close with God? And then, from there, kapag nakaalala ka ng moment na close ka kay God, evaluate mo. During that time, tingin mo ba you are in a good condition? Kasi kung tama itong mga studies na to na pinakita ko, ang sagot mo dito would be positive. Every time you remember that you are so connected with God, you feel so close with God, talagang feel na feel mo yung yakap ni Lord, feel na feel mo nakatabi mo si Lord. If these studies are right, then, ang hypothesis natin, most likely, maganda yung experience mo na yan. Let's find out. Ilagay nyo sa comment section yung mga sagot nyo. Now, going back to this series of studies na pinakita ko, just to be fair, hindi rin naman lahat ng studies nagpapakita na laging maganda yung nangyayari sa psyche kapag connected ka spiritually. Meron ding mangilan-ngilan, minority na mga studies na nagsasabi, some people, when they become highly spiritual, nagiging negative yung outcomes that they experience. Gagawa natin ng ibang lecture yan. Kasi nakaka-curious bakit kaya? What spells the difference between being spiritual and experiencing good things versus being spiritual and then nakasama pa yun para sa'yo? Nako, gagawa natin ng ibang lecture yan. But for the meantime, ito lang muna yung working application natin to consider a spiritual connection to improve your well-being. O ito, wala naman tong sapilitan. It's up to you if you want to experiment on this. For those of you na mabababa ang well-being and you want to feel na mag-improve naman yan ng kahit konti, could it be one of the ways is spiritual connection? Pwede nyong itry, di ba? And what are the different ways on how to spiritually connect? Nako, meron akong character, historical character na paborito na sa tingin ko, yan yung tinuturo niya. Paano ka ba magi-spiritually connect to God para overall gumanda ang well-being mo? Actually, si St. John Baptist de La Salle. Hulaan nyo kung bakit ko paborito sa St. John Baptist de La Salle, ilagay nyo lang dyan sa comment section. May reason yan kung bakit isa yan sa mga paborito ko, no? But one of the ways na tinuturo ni St. John Baptist de La Salle to increase spirituality is to pray. Diba? That's one of the basic things you have to know about spiritual connectedness. Pinaka-basic way to connect to a spiritual being is to pray to God. Pray to that spiritual being. Sabi nga niya, let us pray before starting whatever we need to do, and this has become the culture, no? Or this has become a practice in the Lasallian tradition. Na lahat ng gagawin natin, magmi-meeting ka man, or magtuturo ka man, whatever, magko-community service ka man, laging magpe-pray muna. Kasi pag nagpe-pray ka, ang ibig sabihin niyan, kino-connect mo muna yung psyche mo kay Lord, kay God, and then as a result, because God is the source of all good things, yung all good things na yan, such as power, confidence, efficacy, mapupunta sa psyche mo, which will affect the task success. Most likely magiging successful yung meeting mo, most likely magiging successful yung pagtuturo mo, most likely magiging successful yung community service mo if you pray first. Kumonek ka muna sa source before doing something to increase task success. Sa Lasallian prayer, tinuro din ni St. John Baptist de La Salle ang kumonek. Sabi niya, I will continue, O my God, to do all my actions for the love of you. Ibig sabihin, yung actions mo raw, dapat connected yan, ang origin yan is your love for God, which is another expression of spirituality. Your overall passion, your overall your overall devotion to God is an expression of spirituality. So kapag lahat ng ginagawa mo, ang motivation mo because that's your way of showing that you love God so much, that's another way to connect spiritually. Yung mga actions mo, i-base mo sa love mo for God. Kasi when that happens, as you can see here in the framework, most likely, yung mga actions na ilalabas mo would be very positive. Kasi hindi ka naman gagawa ng mga masasamang bagay kung ang motivation mo is yung mga actions na yon, pagpapakita that you love God. Parang self-contradicting yun di ba? If you love this good God, then the actions that should be coming out or the actions that you do as an expression of your love for that good God must be good actions. Diba? So, dyan na yung tutulong ka sa maraming tao. Dyan na yung isa-sacrifice mo yung sarili mong comfort para sa iba. Dyan na yung magbe-bless ka ng mga tao, uplift them, because your actions are based on your love for that God. And lastly, another way that St. John Baptist de La Salle teaches spiritual connection, yung sinasabing, leave Jesus in our hearts forever. Yung term na yan, leave Jesus in our hearts, ang tinuturo niyan, dapat lagi kang connected at all times to your spiritual source. Hence the word forever. So dapat, ang isang deity who is Jesus is always inside you. Not every Monday, not every Sunday, not every Holy Week. Instead, every when. All the time. Kaya nga forever. Grabe yung tense na yan yung forever, ibig sabihin, hindi humihinto. That's the ideal spiritual connectedness. Hindi nakabase sa feelings mo, hindi nakabase sa holidays, whether you're going to connect spiritually, but it has just become your nature to be connected to God. as long as you exist. Kaya nga naalala ko na naman yung sinabi ni Jesus dito sa part na to, 'di ba? Sabi niya, I am the vine and you are the branches. If you remain in me and I in you, yun. You are in that constant state that God is with you, you are with God. That's what it means to leave Jesus in our hearts forever. That God, Jesus, is inside you all the time, no matter what, regardless what day, regardless of what situation. And when that happens, as you can see the diagram, ganyan yung nangyayari. Because Jesus is so good. Jesus is so good. God is so good. Siya yung source of all goodness. All the time yung psyche mo nakakonect dyan, wala. Lahat ng psychological outcomes mo magiging maganda. You think the right way. You handle your emotions positively. You end up doing positive actions for yourself and other people. All because you are so connected with God. Kaya nga, si Lasal speaks for himself. Kaya niya siguro tinuro yung leave Jesus in our hearts forever kasi siya mismo, naranasan niya yan. Na lagi siyang in constant connection with God, na disiplina niya yung sarili niya to be in that condition, to be in that state. Kaya halos lahat ng actions na ginawa niya, basahin niyo lang yung biography niya, naging maganda yung outcome. At isa sa mga magandang outcome sa tingin ko na nangyari because of this would be nagkaroon ng isang magandang universidad sa Pilipinas called De La Salle University. Sa tingin ko yan yung ano niyan explanation kung bakit ba nabuo yung magandang eskwelahan na to. Out of our founder being so spiritually connected to God. Marami siyang mga ginawa na naging maganda yung outcome, nagdugtong-dugtong yung mga yon hanggang sa boom, nagkaroon ng mga Lasal schools. And by the way, hindi lang ito sa Manila, no, maraming Lasal schools, not only in the Philippines but all over the world. I think that's one of the great benefits, no, of being spiritually connected to God. If Jesus remains in you and you remain in Jesus, expect good things to happen around you. All right? So yun lang yung maikli nating lecture on the psychology of connectedness. If you have any questions, ilagay nyo lang dyan sa baba. Sana marami kayong natutunan. Sir Howard here. God bless everyone. Bye-bye.